From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Second and 9.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down, here's Brown.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First down, Steelers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 78 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 67 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And able to get this out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Steelers first down. A gain of 1 yard.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Joey Porter Jr.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bengals first down.
Burrow will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to
Second
Chase
down and
Brown.
3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At their
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler
He's
territory.
across midfield to the 48-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This time Burrow will look to throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Shedding the tackle. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Throw left side complete to Chase. Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow. That one complete to Hill. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's Rodgers.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nifty move. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Throwing again on 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
It's 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 20. And a Steeler 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Rodgers.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They run here with Dowdle. Gets past one man. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Warren
and goal.
will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Brown only lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Offense retains possession.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The slot man in motion right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
That is caught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Steelers.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
The coverage by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Bengals 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Asante Samuel Jr. there finding his way to the ball for a stop and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1st and 10 at the 49.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
22 more yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Warren. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
down.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Steelers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall a game under the 5.